What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here. I just want to have a quick update. First and foremost, I do want to thank everybody for sticking with me through the time that we were not on YouTube and kind of pulled back on Twitter a little bit. Moved into the new house. In fact, we're going to take a little tour, if you will. This is the old office. We got to get this taken care of, but this used to be the old dining room. So this is where the wall for the kitchen went. And wife had some good ideas to close this up with some of these barn doors. Got the old dog working. But yeah. Lots and lots and lots of work. Lots and lots and lots of work, folks. This house was a disaster when we bought it, so took about almost a month to get everything ready, between painters and handymen and plumbers and this one and that one. We had a lot of work going on, so being that this is going to be where my kids live for the next 10-15 years, I want to make sure we did it right. So, but the Lord has blessed me. I got nothing to complain about. The house is beautiful, turned out really well. Went about 25-30 grand over budget, but it is what it is. It all turned out. It's just about done. I think we just got a few more things to finish up. We got to put a deck on the back, but we ain't gonna do that till the summer. But other than that, man, back in action. But again, I wanted to thank you guys for, basically sticking with me throughout the time where I wasn't putting out much content. But we're back. We're going to be putting out more content. I did want to make you aware that we will be having the subscription service soon, probably over the next 2 weeks. Had everything ready before March, but with this whole move, everything got kind of skewed out. So we're going to get that ready for you. But I will be putting out a lot more content on YouTube in the meantime. That's basically it. Right now, I think the OTC market's heating back up. If we look, we had a rough month and a half, very rough month and a half. Everything was taking a dive. Some of the most popular stocks just dumping 100%, 80%, 60%, 50%. But it looks like everything's starting to pop back. I mentioned an OTC Saturday of a few stocks that had a really good week last week. I really think Water Tech International, WTII, it's a stock I was looking at under a penny. This thing ran up to 2 cents. And I saw my guy Fat Cash talking about it for a minute. And I did some research on it. So I said, man, this looks like some interesting technology here. Did not have any idea it was going to pop like that, late in the week. But this thing still had some run left in it. It closed just a shade under 4 cents. I really think this thing probably could push 10 cents sometime next week. I don't like to, give, extraordinary, price targets or anything like that. But this thing's got a lot of juice. It's got a good share structure. A lot of people talking about it. The right news. The market's picking back up. So seems as if all the ingredients are there to bake a nice run next week. So I really like WTII. ILUS International. We've had some. We've been getting beaten on that. But if you look at this stock, if you look at a lot of these stocks, when I look at ILUS, I can't help but look back to DSGT when I was calling that stock out at 7 cents, 10 cents, 13 cents, 15 cents. And, I was getting told this is a scam, it's this, it's that, but I knew this thing was going to push $1. I knew it. I said 50 cents, but I knew this thing was going to push towards $1, and eventually it did. It just took that right moment, the right time, the right catalyst, and it pushed it up. I think the same thing with ILUS. The difference between ILUS and DSGT is this. DSGT is a mid to low level EV car dealership. They're not even manufacturing the EVs. They've got those manufactured out of Skywell and the other one in China. ILUS is going to change the way the world fights fires. When you find something like this that has a completely revolutionary technology that's going to change the way people do things, that's when I really take interest, and that's why I really like ILUS. Fires aren't going anywhere. There's no way to prevent them, stop them. They're going to happen. We have the wildfires. There's kitchen fires now that they're testing equipment for kitchen fires, testing of revamping the fire departments with new equipment, new technologies. They're also working to get into the military, oil and gas with autonomous vehicles, electric vehicles, all kinds of stuff. So the technology for ILUS is phenomenal. I really like ILUS going forward. This is one of my very few long-term holds. As you know, when I started this channel, completely a day trader. Now I'm more of a short-term swing trader. Very few I will grab to hold for long-term, and ILUS is definitely one of them. Another stock, I made a video last night about World Oil Group, WOGI, WOGI. I cannot... I can't help but look at this thing like it's going to explode. If you look at the share structure, it's got a decent share structure now, but the fact that they're reducing that share structure so significantly leads me to believe that, these are catalysts that typically will move a stock 1,000%. So not to mention that they have the gigantic share reduction. They're taking their available shares down from 5 billion to 1 billion, which will affect the outstanding shares. They also are talking about future and further share reductions. So obviously they have something going on with these acquisitions where they feel that the company is going to be propelled into a higher light, into a higher strata as far as stocks. And with the two acquisitions that they have, the share reduction, getting pink current, they've got a lot of stuff going on. So it leads me to believe that these guys have something going on that they believe is very big. So they're making these moves. For me, this is not a long-term hold. This is something I'm looking at for maybe a 30 to 60 day swing, if not less. I'll keep this as right now a approximately 15 to 30 day swing, and then reevaluate to see what moves they made, because obviously we don't know which direction they're going as far as with the acquisitions. We have no idea. So I'd like to see what these acquisitions are, see what direction they're taking this, and then make a better determination on how long I want to hold this stock and where I want to. But as of right now, this is definitely a couple week to maybe a couple month hold. I do want to see, and I do want to let these catalysts play out. I think at 5 cents is way too cheap right now, especially with the share structure. I would not be surprised to see this thing, once we go pink current, we get that reflection on OTC markets that they have reduced those shares. This should be a very good catalyst to propel these guys to those highs of 7 cents with the two acquisitions. I think it pushes them and propels them past that. Now we're into a blue sky breakout, and who knows where we can go from there. As far as I'm concerned, I think 15 is probably where I'm looking very closely at this stock, but 8-10 cents is 100% gain from here. So I really like WOGI going into next week. WOGI, as always, I like ILUS. That's more of a long-term play. WTII, I am very certain that thing is going to have a continuation on Monday. A lot of people on Twitter talking about it. There's a lot of buzz about this stock. Had a really strong run into the end of the day. I would not be surprised to see this thing gap up to a little over 4, probably run to the 5 area. Before we start seeing any type of pullbacks on this one. If you can't get it on the open, I would probably wait for some pullbacks, but WTII is a stock I would not be surprised to see this, with the technology and everything. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing trading around, 6, 7, 8, 9 cents, something like that towards the end of the week. So definitely really like WTII. Now, another one is GVSI. I know we talked about this earlier on OTC Saturday. GVSI. This is a George Sharp custodianship play. I like it, but the fact of the matter is I want to find out what they're doing with it, as far as determining whether this is a long-term hold or a short swing trade. To me, this is a short swing right now until we find out what's going on. Another one I really like is Umbra Applied Technologies, UATG. This thing came up from about a penny over the last couple of weeks, so it's up significantly. It was up 31% on Friday. It closed just a shade over 2 cents. They should be dropping filings pretty soon, so I want to keep a close eye on these guys. Once you start to see the filings drop, and see which way they're heading. They obviously have a lot of acquisitions. Mr. Umbra has a lot of ideas, I guess, going forward. He's very active on Twitter. The company's active on Twitter, so they keep their shareholders abreast of what's going on. So one of the reasons I really like this play. Now, as we can see, again, the OTC market seems to be picking up a little bit. This is exactly what we needed. It looked like RGBP was kind of the igniter, just like TSNP was the igniter back in November. Looks like RGBP could be the igniter right now. This one in WTII, a few of these other ones that I mentioned are kind of firing things up in the OTC. They're starting to get the pistons firing, and I think and this is why I like some of these other plays like WOGI and ILUS going forward, because if the OTC market picks up, it tends to, the tide tends to raise all ships, and especially the good ships, they can get going. So over the next couple of weeks, like I said, April's typically a good month in the OTC market, and then usually starts to go down in May, June, and July, August, into September. So we got to make hay while the sun's shining right now. And I think over the next 2 or 3 weeks, the sun shall be shining on the OTC market, and we'll be able to make some good money. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be coming out with probably daily videos, probably at least every other day, of what I see in the market, doing a market recap and things like that. Starting to put together what I'm going to do for the subscription service, such as a week, 2 times a week a newsletter, a Sunday night newsletter or Monday morning newsletter, and then a Friday or Saturday newsletter. So we get a beginning and the end of the week newsletter, or I may just combine them. However, I figured out to do something like that. So this will be a newsletter on the entire OTC, what I see, the stocks that are moving, why they're moving, what sectors are hot, things of that nature, so you can stay on top of the OTC market. It doesn't look like I'm going to be moving to NASDAQ anytime soon. I have been watching some NASDAQ plays. There's some plays that I really like, but to me right now, I'm still in that OTC groove. I've been in there since November. There was a time again in October where I did not trade OTCs for about a month and a half, and I traded strictly NASDAQ. That was what was working at the time until the OTC picked up. I really, really, really think OTC is going to pick up over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So you got to be on your ball, got to have cash available. You got to cut any bags, get rid of any bags you have, anything that's not that you don't have 100% or high conviction on. Get rid of it, clear up some cash, and get ready for some of these plays, these new plays that may be moving going into the next few weeks. Other than that, there's really not much to talk about. Like I said, I'm gonna be more on top of this YouTube thing so I can get you guys, more. Twitter's Twitter, whatever. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. Never have been, never will be. But I like getting you guys the information here on YouTube. Obviously follow me on Twitter at John R. Spano1. That's John R. Spano1. And you'll get more of my, quick picks. I haven't been putting out very many picks over the last couple weeks. Obviously, very busy with the house. I liquidated quite a bit of my account, put it in cash. Obviously, I had to liquidate to buy this house. So, paid out cash for the house and all the repairs. So I owe nobody nothing here. And it was right at the right time, too, because it was right before the market. And, so that put it into an asset. And, that's just the way it is. It's kind of saved me a little bit. Probably losing, $50,000-$60,000 on this bad market, but hey, it is what it is. I've cut my account down on the subscription service. We will be doing I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a $50,000 challenge or a $100,000 challenge to $1 million. We're going to run this thing throughout the rest of the year, see if we can, turn something small into something large, something that would be significant to something that's life-changing. So I'm going to be trying to put something together like that, make this real interesting for you guys, and that's about it. Just wanted to, again, come to you guys and say thank you for sticking with me. I've been getting a lot of hate lately. In fact, I had one guy in my last video comes out and actually says, all of your picks are losers. Okay. Considering I was the first. Now, I see these other YouTubers out there. I see these channels. They got 30,000, 40,000 subscribers. We were the first ones to bring you TSNP. Humble. We were the first ones to bring you this. No, you weren't. You can go check the tape. I brought you Humble. Look, I was the very first real OTC YouTuber. OTC Saturday brought OTCs to YouTube and brought it to life. And I was the first to bring you Humble back when it was TSNP at 1/3 of a penny. I brought you American Battery Metals at 10 cents and at 19 cents. I brought you Solar Integrated Roofing at 6 cents. This thing ran to almost $3. I brought you Give Me Power at 30 cents. The thing ran to over $3. DSGT at 7.5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, ran to $1, $1.50. OPTI under 2 cents. That thing ran over 30 cents. Ozop Energy, we brought that to you well under a penny. The thing ran to 30 cents. So on OTC Saturday, I've brought you wonderful picks over the last 10 months. We plan on doing so in the future. To all the haters out there, hey, keep watching, man. Thumbs down, put your comments. I appreciate you. Hopefully I can win you over. If you pay attention, you will win watching this channel. I just want to make sure you know that. I care less. When you start getting a little bigger, you're going to get your haters. That's fine. You got to learn how to deal with them. And basically, thank you for watching. Sorry you feel that way. If you don't like it, move on. But we will continue to bring you the bangers here, like no other channel. And, we're going to stay on the grind, stay working, and make sure, like the old catchphrase says at the end, we are going to get that money. So, that's all I got for you today. Just wanted to, give you just a little update on the channel, what's happening with the channel, and what to look forward to going into the future. I didn't bail on you guys. Again, I had a lot of stuff going on, so just wanted to get this complete. Didn't want to put out a subscription service and then have to kind of pull back because I'm working on the house and everything like that. Obviously it wouldn't be worth subscribing to then for that time. So we want to let this start this thing rolling out in the right way. I will keep everyone abreast of the situation. We're getting everything worked on, getting everything finished out. We will have more content coming out in the future. Again, follow me on Twitter. And as always, any comments, questions below, put them in the comment section below. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And let's get that money, traders.